Hello guys and welcome to another episode of iVG's playing City Skyline, or at least he tries to. As you can see, we have a new asset in the city, and that's our new cargo train station. There's a freight train just coming into the city, loading all the goods and exporting it through this line, which is connected over here with the main train line. It's all coming good. I've made some adjustments to the city. As you can see, we have some new areas. I built some office buildings, some new parks, some optimized. At least I'm trying. I try to optimize the traffic as much as I can. As you can see, the situation is pretty bad as we have some new people arriving in these areas. So we still need some work. The roundabout is quite busy, and this landfill has finished emptying, so let's resume. Actually no, let's just stop it and remove it from this area, because I think it's not the most efficient route. But let's just place these landfill sites over here. No more room. Okay, so that guy is going as well. Should be able to finish emptying this by the end of this episode. So let's just speed up the game a bit. And we're making 14,000, almost 15,000 a week now. We have some demand for commercial zones, even though we have some commercial zones over here. Maybe we've not done it correctly. Let me just take the brush and properly zone these. Everything's working fine. I've done some public transport as well. We have a new metro stations over here on this part of the district, and here as well. Even though there's a building which is complaining about noise pollution. Okay, so let's just see what's going on. Okay, so we have all these people coming in this area, going into the metro station. Passengers of it last week 266, as you can see. So many people using the metro station. I think it's a good spot for it, but maybe if we just upgrade this road, we should be able to get rid of all the noise pollution. And here as well. That's looking much better now. This tiny bits over here. See how's the noise pollution now. Well, I think it's much better now, but obviously these busy roads will be making a lot of noise, like here for example. It's gonna be probably a good idea to upgrade those as well. It's looking really nice with these trees in the middle of the lane. Really good. See how's the noise pollution now? I think it's gone, not too sure. Still have some noise coming from this direction. Apart from this, we're looking good. I've done some services as well. We have a fire station, a police station. We don't have any health facilities in this area yet, which we should probably do, because we have 150 citizens. 147 now, I don't know, 48, so it's going up a bit. Maybe it's a good idea to place one now. Maybe just a small clinic will cut it. Our capacity at the moment is 100. Can we actually see how many people are using the healthcare facilities? 62 patients out of 100. Okay, so we have almost 100 more patients outside the area. Maybe if we place a big clinic somewhere. Let's just stick to the small ones. I don't think we need the whole capacity of a full-on hospital. A clinic should cut it for now. People getting happy. Let's see how this goes. Ambulances are out. Oh, that should be bringing the... Or maybe we've... Oh yeah, the budget is at 90%, so let's just bring it to 100 for now. And we are almost hitting the electricity availability at the moment. We are at 200 now. So what we need to do is buy a new tile. As you can see, we need another 710 citizens to unlock the new areas. So what I'm planning to do is buy one of these tiles. I don't think that tile's reaching the river at the moment, but maybe this tile, and try to place a dam over here. And if not, we will be waiting for the next tile where we can place maybe a dam here, but we shall see now. Anyway, it's all looking good. The only issue that's left in the city is the traffic, which I could not deal with for the time being. I made some shortcuts for the trucks to use, like this for example, this as well, but it doesn't seem to make any significant difference. Maybe we can interconnect some of those as well, but I shall see. That's quite busy area as well. As you can see, all the deliveries going out to the city, exporting goods and all that. So there's a train coming now with a 13% load. So we should see how much is it when it loads. 20%. So we have some capacity. Maybe in the future we will need to place another station, maybe on the other side of the roads. And we have places to expand. We just need to make sure everything's going smoothly. We have our traffic. 611 people are actually using the metro stations, so we don't have any bus stops in the area. At least not in this area. So let's just bring up the budget and see how much we're paying for buses. At the moment we're paying 4,100 and we're making 2,400 from the buses. Whereas the metro, can we actually see the metro? Oh yeah, if we hover over the little eye icon. Okay, so from the metro we're making 1,800. That's expenditure, by the way. We're paying 1,800 and we're making 1,400. So that's not too bad actually. It's quite efficient routes. I wasn't expecting anybody to use these train station, the metro stations, but obviously 558 people are actually using it. That's quite good. Maybe we can place another one of those somewhere here, or maybe connect one of the central areas. What is your problem? Not enough educated workers. We have high school. We have 2 high schools, and maybe we need one more high school at the moment. We're in the red, deep into the red, and we need some elementary schools as well. Also, trash collection is a problem in this area, as our trucks have to go all the way from these incinerators and the landfill sites to get to this area. So maybe it's a good idea to place some on the other end, somewhere over on this side. The problem with this landfill site is once it's done and once it's placed, even if you want to move it, you have to empty it first, so you need to strategically plan your landfill sites, which I didn't do, like for example this one. As you can see, it's 85% full and at the moment it's emptying to the incinerators. While we're on the incinerator topic, let's just see our incineration status, and it's marginal, I would say, so we will probably need another one of those. Let's just place one more, maybe two more. Yeah, let's go for two. They also generate electricity, so we're actually helping our electricity production until we get to unlock one of these tiles and place a dam. You can see the banks are pretty high in this area. They're not exactly too high, but they're not too low as well, so we should be able to place a dam without any problem and generate a good amount of electricity. And we almost reached our next goal, which is 16,000 people. The only thing we need to do is speed up the game. That should give us the required people. Let's take a look at the import tab, and we see we are importing a tiny bit of goods, a very tiny bit of forestry, and the majority of our imports are oil and oil products, which we don't have at the moment. Maybe it's a good idea to start extracting this bit, which I'll try to come up with a solution and connect in the most efficient manner with the rest of our industry. Any other resources? Oh, I spotted something. We have a landfill site on this area, and we have our new population goal, or how do you call it? It's a milestone. Yeah, we reached the new milestone, and it's 16,000 people. We have new areas unlocked, water treatment plant and crematoriums. So let's just go ahead and empty this. As you can see, we're actually causing quite a bit of pollution. People are not very happy. If you hover over the icon, it says the ground is polluted, so it's better to empty this and just remove it from the area. Let's go ahead and we can build a demo now. I'm just concerned about the money. Maybe if we buy this tile, we will be able to build it by the end of this episode. So let's just go ahead and try our luck. So selecting the dam, and you need to make sure the banks that are before the dam are high enough to hold the water, because the level rises quite a bit after you place the dam. So if we hold it like this and extend it, you can actually see the estimated production, which is 160 megawatts, which is not ideal at the moment. I think maybe if we place one here, it shows 208. These estimations are not always accurate, so you shouldn't be too concerned about the estimation. It just gives you a rough number, how much electricity you would expect it to make. Just go ahead and make a dam over here, just before the highway. So what you need to do is pick a nice high spot, like let's say over here, and drag it over to the next and you see the level rising. And we have 128 megawatts estimation. So let's just go ahead and place this. And we should be able to see the water rising now from this side of the dam. You can see the level is rising. The problem with this is sometimes if the bank is not high enough, you can flood your city easily, like I did with some of my previous, actually all of my previous cities were heavily flooded. If we just speed the game and see how this works. See the water rising, even going over the dam for a while. That should come back really soon though. So our output at the moment is 160, even though the estimation was only 128. So you shouldn't be too concerned with the estimation. Just make sure everything before the dam, all the ground is high enough to hold the water, so should be good with this dam. 128, so that's not bad. As the time passes, all the water level will settle, and actually we might flood this bit here. Once we get to buy another tile, we can always extend it, extend the bridge, or maybe put it even higher. As you can see, people are stopping here. Are they actually going through? We might be fine. We just need to wait a bit so all the water level comes down. See how much lower this is though on this side. Now the next thing we should check is our pumps, because sometimes if the water level drops too much, our pumps are not able to extract enough water from the water bed, and we end up with dry pumps. As you can see, we actually revealed some of the sand below the water now. You can see the sand here. It's looking good. Let's check on production again. We have 128. It's actually pretty accurate this time. Almost. 144 megawatts. You can see the wave going upstream. It's pretty slow now. Obviously much slower than real life, but still gives you a good look. Another thing that you should look out for is if you decrease the budget for electricity, like I have done now, you actually stopping the water from going downstream, and this might raise the level even further. So make sure you have your budget at 100, and instead of regulating your electricity through the budget tab, you should just turn off some of the water stations, some of the wind turbines, or any other coal plants or oil plants like I have now. As you can see, you have production of 445. It's going up and down because the dam is not settled yet. So if we go ahead and turn this off, and maybe turn this off as well, and we've disconnected the whole city somehow. Oh yeah, let's just pause the game. I've missed I've missed actually the power lines. We don't have any power lines. The good thing about these dams is that you can run a road over them, and you don't need to build a bridge. So you have the cars coming through easily. Just go ahead and extend this to the city. That should be able to provide enough electricity for the whole city. Yes, we have 272, 71. We're good for now. We have some wind turbines still here, which we can expand. And for our next goal, we will be building a solar power plant. The solar power plants... The problem with the solar power plants are they're quite flammable, let's say. So you need to make sure if you build one of those, make sure you have a fire station right next to them, because if this goes on fire, then suddenly the whole city is out of electricity for some reason. It's very flammable, which is understandable. All this solar power concentrated in one single tower, and if this goes on fire, obviously everything is switched off. We don't have any power in the city, so make sure you have one of those little stations. That should be enough for a couple of those. Even if you have like 5 or 6 of them, should be enough to keep them safe. So we see also a rise in the crime rate. We have 6%, but this area here is crime rate is high. Okay, we have a station. We have a station here which should be taking care of all the... We have police cars in use, 10. And we have our budget at 100. Let's see how our other station is doing. It's got the 10 out of 10 police cars as well. So maybe it's time to build one of the big stations, which costs quite a bit more than the small one. The small one costs only 480 a week, and that costs, the big police headquarters costs 1,600. But you've got to do what you've got to do, like people say. Sometimes that's the only way of dealing with crime. And we have another 10 out of 10 police cars in use. So let's just go ahead and place a police station. That should give us a good coverage. And we build a fire station instead. Oh well, it's not too late. If we demolish the fire station quickly, it should give us most of the money back. So I wanted to build police headquarters, and there you go. Oh, we've lost 20,000, but mistake is a mistake. Not gonna load or anything, just let it go. Let's see how many cars are in use now. We should see a decline in the crime rates very soon. So let's just wait and see. I can see some house upgrading as well, so that's a good sign. And we have our dam operational for this episode, which is good. We have some green power. We were able to switch our coal and oil power plants off, so we're basically only relying on green power right now, with the help of some advanced wind turbines. Let me just check the water level here. It's a bit high, but people somehow managed to go through it. Maybe next tile will be this one over here, so I can rebuild the whole bridge and raise the level a bit. Maybe that's designed to be like this, because you will have to think about the water level and everything. Perfect. So I think we're done for today. We have made the Umber Hill and the Sunset Hills. Actually, the Sunset Hills was in the previous episodes, but we have made the Umber Hills, okay. And we have some offices here. We have some more education, some more services. We have some high buildings over here, which are quite high level at the moment, almost level 4. It's always good. We have our university running since the last episode. And that should be it for today. Leave a comment if you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned to my road to 250,000 citizens, which will take a while, but I think we will get there. As long as we get rid of all this traffic, of course. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.